Here we are. Can you guys believe it?
They're gonna think that we just got knocked up.
I'm not gonna lie. I am a little mortified. It has been a little bit hard because we're trying to decide, you know, do we move before the baby, after the baby? YouTube and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeanine and I hope you will stick around for more of my videos. And today's video is going to be a productive vlog. I have so much to do today and I live in Dallas and currently we have a snow day. So I'll show you guys what that looks like, but we rarely get snow days, and when we do, it's so fun but also kind of scary because no one in Texas knows how to drive. I am currently washing my sheets. I need to go grocery shopping. I need to organize my home, do returns, laundry, unpack. I mean, my life has kind of gotten a bit messy this past week. I need to work out and there's a lot to do today. So I have just planned out my whole day. I'm gonna be taking you guys along with me on that whole day. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and let's just get into it. And I hope this inspires you, motivates you to kind of have a productive day yourself. And so let's do it. Cheers. Okay, it's pretty late in the day because my dad ended up dropping by and I spent over an hour with him, and so I wasn't as productive as I would have liked. I have so much to do, so this is definitely gonna bleed into tomorrow as well because there's just not enough time in the day. Okay, here's what I'm wearing on my snowy walk. I'm gonna at least try to walk for 30 minutes and this is what I got. It's like 37 degrees out, so I think this will suffice. Let's go. Okay, I am on my walk. I am pretty cold. I'm wearing just leggings and like a pair of gloves. Like these are the two coldest things on me, are my fingers and my legs. So I should have like double bundled up, but I thought the more that I walk, the warmer I would get, and it's not happening. I'm just proud of myself because there was a part of me that was like, I made excuses, and this is what a lot of us do when it comes to just the things we know we need to do. We find every excuse in the book. It's cold, I'm tired, I'm running out of time, it's whatever. And obviously there's like legitimate excuses for certain things, but I was making an excuse because I did not want to go on this walk. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna feel so much better afterwards. And one of the best things you can always do is just, you have to think about the end result. How do you want to feel afterwards? And even when it comes to like food, a lot of times we think like, oh, I really want that donut and then this cake and that cookie, and it'll feel good in the moment like most sin does, or you know, most temporal pleasures. I'm not talking that donuts are a sin, but just in general. And then you feel crummy. You wake up bloated, your stomach is hurting, your skin's breaking out. And so I remember my nutritionist always told me, she was like, yeah, like have the donut if you want, but just remember, you're gonna feel pretty crappy tomorrow. And I was like, dang it, you're right. So you always have to think about positive and negatively. How do you wanna feel? Do you wanna feel proud of yourself? I did it, I accomplished something. Or do you wanna feel like crap, I caved, or now I feel sucky, or I feel bloated, whatever. Think of the end in mind, either positively or negatively. But yeah, this is Dallas right now. It just looks kind of grody. Grody. Okay, I am on my way to go run errands. I am first gonna get lunch because I have no food at my house at all. The restaurant I was gonna go to Chop Shop. It's like Healthy Bowls. I guess it's closed because of the weather. So the next spot I'm gonna go to is Ginger Thai. It is the only thing I crave in my pregnancy is Asian food, Thai food. I love it. I hope it's open. Looks very dead in here. Well, I went to the restaurant and they were like, we're closed. And I was like, no. But they made an exception. I feel like it is my lucky day. I got my staple chicken pad thai. Oof, this looks so good. Let's see if this is good. I've never been here before. Oh yeah. This is how you know you had a snowstorm in Dallas. All the eggs are gone but one. And I bet they're broken. Oh. They're actually good. Okay, back home, groceries are done, the laundry has been ran. It is time to put the new sheets on the bed. Now, this is one area I'm not gonna lie. I am a little mortified and I'm a little repulsed at myself. I maybe do this once a month. Yeah, I know, and I see people that do this every single week and I'm like, ugh. So I'm gonna start trying to add this to my Sunday resets because I know this is no bueno, but it's just a bad habit that hasn't been broken yet. So, yo, you need to see my belly right now. Here's baby boy, he's poking out. Can't see him underneath this thick sweater. He's making me out of breath all the time. Good morning, everyone. It is time to make breakfast. It's about 8:30. I'm gonna make my classic banana pancakes, but I'm going to add some cottage cheese because protein is the goal here. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know about these. This isn't anything new. Protein powder, I'm gonna be doing this one from VPN. It's their vegan one, their vanilla one. I don't typically like protein powder in my pancakes, but it is just such a good way to get that extra protein. This looks perfect. Okay, here they are. This is definitely a lot of food, so I don't anticipate myself finishing this. But I added chocolate chips. They do taste a little different because I normally don't do any protein powder. I normally just leave it the way it is, but definitely it's still a really good taste. Okay, so I just spent time with the Lord. I have a workout class in an hour and just some tips on productivity that I find to be super helpful. So just like fitness wise, what I love to do is I just book a class the night before and I typically know what I'm doing the week of. And so I think when you plan out your week, you're going to have more productivity, which is why like I love on my app that I know, okay, what I'm gonna do. and I have it written out every single morning, like workout, workout, workout. Plan out your week. You're gonna be planning for success. And if you guys are wondering where my husband is, he's currently in Oklahoma. He's coming back right now, but he had to go for something and I decided to stay back so I could get stuff done. And there's a story to that. It's not even a big deal, but he's coming back today. I'm super excited to see him. So I, again, thought I would take advantage of my free time. And so let's get to work. Let's go. Heading off to my bar class. I haven't done bar in a while, but it's actually really fun and it is a lot harder than it looks. Okay, I am currently getting ready for the day because I have a date tonight, a hot date with my husband, and he's on his way back from Oklahoma. So I just wanted, I just wanted to put on some makeup. I was feeling a little frumpy. I haven't really worn makeup in the last couple days just because it's been so cold and like snowy here. But I wanted to look cute when my husband gets home. Anyone else do that? And then I told Caleb, I was like, hey, just so you know, when you get back, we are going into cleaning mode. And so he's aware because he also has some things that he needs to get rid of. So it's gonna be good. We're both gonna be productive together. I'm hoping I can get it all done because there's still a lot left to be done and I feel like I'm just dragging my feet. I'm like kind of taking my sweet time a little too much. So it's time to like wrap this thing up. Hi honey, I missed you.
Missed you.
What do you want to do tonight?
Let's go eat food.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
It's like the neck is like...
Y'all, this is why you don't purchase off TikTok shop. Yeah, it doesn't really look the way you thought it would. No, it doesn't look as bad as you think, but I see what you're saying. So a question I usually ask myself when I'm trying to do giveaway stuff is, A, you have to ask yourself, have I used this or thought about it in the last 3 to 6 months? Now, depending on the season, of course, if you're in the summertime, you're not thinking about the winter clothing. But if the answer is no, then you toss it and you don't try to cling on to it. And I also think something that's important so you don't overconsume is like when you try something on, if you instantly don't like it or you feel something's off and you're like, oh, maybe I could like it, don't buy it. It's an absolute waste. I have a rule, like even if I'm doubting it at all, I'm not gonna buy it because I know myself. I'll use it once and then not use it again, and I freaking hate that. So I make sure I either absolutely love it or I wait and think about it, and if I feel like I really need it, then I'll go back. So just some thoughts. So I'm gonna be now organizing this room. Today we are going to see our baby.
A little boy, my son, my heir to my throne.
Something like that.
I freaking forgot my wedding ring.
Bubby, it's okay, we're still married in spirit.
They're gonna think that we just got knocked up.
Well, I have mine on, so.
Well, they're gonna think that I'm like.
At least I'm not the one that they think got, you know.
Think you cheated because I'm not your real husband.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we need to find your ring. I don't do like that. Anyway, I am 22 weeks pregnant. I am over halfway. The bump is bumping.
We're parents in 4 months.
That is, I literally, I can't even believe it.
I can't logically compute the idea that one day I was going to go to the doctor because my throat hurt, you know, when I was a kid, and the next day I'm driving to the doctor with my wife to see my son.
That was a long story. Oh, we haven't seen our baby in a scan in a really long time. It's probably been like over 2 months. So we're gonna see his size.
He's probably playing sport. He's probably playing basketball right now.
What do you think he's doing in there?
He's just crossing people up in the womb.
Caleb asked me yesterday, he was like, does he take naps? I was like, yeah, he actually does sleep now, which is funny. Here we are. Can you guys believe this? I'm having a baby.
Tell them what we're about to do.
I'm about to do the anatomy scan and see his face and everything.
There's our little baby.
Yo, I literally started crying when they showed me his face. Where's his face on here? I just started sobbing. Everything looks good and healthy. Our prayers were answered. We're so thankful. Oh, it's so surreal. There's like she said everything is like fully there. He just needs to grow now. I'm like, I have a full child inside of me. What do you think?
It's crazy because like my son's in there and I'm like, do I like start teaching him and stuff? Do I like?
Yeah, I gotta start talking to him.
Hey buddy, let's I know we're tired, but we gotta 10 push-ups right now. We gotta do some math. Lately, when he's been in there, he's been sleeping a little too much. You know?
Not according to me. He's been punching me. He's like
anytime his mom is like being a little short with me, you know, he always will say, "Hey mom, hey."
He keeps me in check.
Yeah. Give you a little love tap.
Something like that. Everything looks good. I'm so thankful, truly. We pray over our baby every single night and just feel so thankful. So everything's good. We have our doctor's appointment now next. We have a little bit of a break. So I'm gonna work on my podcast in the meantime, but I'm just so thankful. Thank you, Jesus. Hey guys, it is the next day, but I wanted to sit down and just chat again because the last time I chatted, I think I was at 19 weeks and I'm over halfway pregnant. And obviously we just did our sonogram, which was amazing. I mean, our anatomy scan, and it just feels so surreal. As you guys can see, my bump it's out. It's uncomfortable to sleep now. Working out is even harder. I did Pilates this morning and you just have to make so many more adjustments. If you are pregnant, I really recommend you guys just make sure you look into, you know, all the things that you need to do versus not do, because you just don't want to kind of just blindly work out and be maybe possibly injuring your body or the baby, or, you know, tearing any muscles in your stomach. You just want to be really careful. So make sure you guys do some research or just tell the trainer. But it just feels amazing. They obviously confirmed that we're having a boy because, you know, until you really do the official, I guess, anatomy scan, the blood test could be wrong. And we were kind of panicking. We were like, wait, this could be wrong. And she said she's seen it happen a couple times. So I was like, oh my gosh. And like, we have his name picked out. You know, I've like fully in my mind have it set that like, this is a boy. However, obviously if it was a girl, I'd be so excited. It would just be like, okay, we need to pivot and order different clothes and stuff because right now we're getting all boy stuff. I feel pretty good. I just think sleep has been the hardest thing. My back just hurts all the time. One thing that has been a little hard is that we don't know where we're living. I know I've talked about this, but has been a little bit hard because we're trying to decide, you know, do we move before the baby, after the baby? I think moving, you know, before makes a little bit more sense so that you can kind of get a little bit more settled. But then also we're like, okay, what do we do? Because obviously our doctor is here. There's just a lot up in the air right now. And obviously we will share more as, you know, the time goes on, because we're just in a really big transitional season. There's a lot of new coming, and I don't know if anyone else is like this, but change, I realize that change actually really scares me. New things really scare me. And it's funny because I look back and I'm like, okay, every single time I've had new, it's worked out fine. Everything's been fine. But I think the build up and the idea of change and that just, it like freaks me out. And I was literally like journaling about that to the Lord today, and I was just telling the Lord like, hey, when have you ever failed me? And he's never failed me. And so it's kind of like that song, like, why would you fail me now? It's the Maverick City song. I think it's Chandler Moore. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, God, if you have not failed me in the past, because he hasn't, why would you fail me now? But it's like the enemy and your, you know, negative thoughts and fear, they just want you to go to the darkest, deepest places, you know? Be scared, be afraid, be da-da-da. And in reality, everything works out. Like, even if it is bumpy or messy or whatever, maybe this is a reminder for you, everything is going to work out. It may take time, may take some failure, may take some trials, but it's gonna work out just the way it's supposed to work out. So we just are supposed to relinquish, trust, relax, and just see what the Lord does, you know? So we're just in a very big transitional season, and I am obviously like learning how to be a mom, and there's still so much information. Like, I have people sending me things all the time, and I almost have to just kind of like filter through it and tune it out and be like, okay, thank you, this is helpful. And then some of it is just not helpful, where I'm like, oh, this is a lot. So maybe if you're pregnant, you also get that. But overall, I'm so excited, and seeing the baby felt so real. I just feel even more connected to him. And oh my gosh, last night before bed, Caleb felt him kick for the first time. Like, literally, finally, for the first time, I've felt him kick since I think around December 20th. I think that's the first time I felt him kick, because I just like remember in my head. Caleb finally felt him kick, and it was just like, it can make me cry. It was the sweetest thing ever. And he was like, was that it? And I was like, yes, that was it. Oh, it's just such a sweet season of life. Anyway, those are some thoughts. My makeup is done. I have a lot to do today. So I am busting out my iPad and beginning to plan for the day. But I'm getting a massage tonight, and I'm so excited. My back really needs this.